Ifaremi Olosun. Agogo ń dún kango. Ìyá ìlú ń wí tirẹ̀ ó rọ̀ sọ̀mù. Ifaremi Olosun. Àti wá ọ̀dẹ́lé ilé eré ló ti wá o, gbogbo èèyàn ló ti mọ̀. Ifaremi Olosun. Ọlọ́run ló yàn ọ́ kí ṣe mímọ̀ rẹ nìkan. Kò ní ń wọ́, a ò kì í ń kú. Iṣu kì í wọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ifaremi Olosun. Kò sóríire. Wá dàgbà wá dògbó wa tún lálàáfíà. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Ifaremi Olosun. Gbogbo yín la kí. Adúpẹ́dúpẹ́ o. Kájọ ṣàṣeyẹ o. Ifaremi Olosun. Ifaremi Olosun o kú iṣẹ́.
There are some people who out there who like to take advantage of people in their vulnerable state. When you are coming into a new path, into a new tradition, most of the times people are coming out of Christianity, or they've never had another faith or belief before, or it's their first time coming into an indigenous spiritual system. They're vulnerable. Maybe they might be going through something. They might be sad. They might be experiencing some spiritual problems. They may be down and out. They may be losing all their jobs. They may be broke. They may just got out of a bad relationship. The point is, there are predators who are out there taking advantage of people and their vulnerability. There are people out there taking advantage of those who are like myself, who just want to reconnect to their heritage, to their culture, to their natural way of life, to their ancestral way, to Yoruba indigenous spirituality. And so these people know you may not be fully informed. You may not be well versed. You may not know what to look for, what not to look for. They know that you're new blood, as I guess I can say. They know you're new blood, fresh meat. And so, unfortunately, it's so many charlatans. It's so many charlatans out there. So many fakes, so many scammers, so many people that's just making up stuff as they go along and saying, oh, I don't need to be initiated in Nigeria. I don't need to be initiated at all. I don't need to be trained, giving nobody my money. Coming up with all types of reasons, taking little bits of information and thinking that that's enough. That's enough to create shrines for people. That's enough to be teaching other people. And people are paying, from what I've heard, different prices. I don't know, $6,000 for one shrine, for one Ifa, hand of Ifa. $10,000 for, I don't know, one, just absurd amounts is the point that I'm getting to. People are getting so-called shrines that they may call it, say, I'm just giving you examples. They may give somebody a rock, any rock from a river, and say, this is Eshu. I've heard so many unfortunate stories about how people have spent $10,000, $20,000, $25,000, $8,000. Their hard-earned money for fake initiations. They're not empowering people, giving out any ashe in these initiations. The shrines are incomplete. The initiations are incomplete. They are using the wrong materials, cheap materials, any old animals from off the side of roads. Listen, the story goes on and on and on. In this video, I want to teach you how to not be scammed. How can you avoid being scammed by really virtually any spiritualist? Not even necessarily in the Yoruba path, but it's so many different spiritualists out there. This can apply to many different situations. How can you avoid being scammed? Let's get on right to it. The first way, number one, is no matter what you're doing in African spirituality, indigenous spiritual systems, whether I always tell my clients this, whether it's hoodoo, voodoo, boo-boo, I don't know, whatever you practice, you don't want to call yourself going to any divine, primordial aspect of source, of yourself, of creation, of the divine deity. You don't want to call yourself going to any deity, jumping into anything spiritually without receiving confirmation on it. You want to make sure that the thing that you're doing, your higher self really wants you to do it. You would have received, maybe had dreams, like I always say, maybe the deity, the thing that you've been guided to do, you would have seen it through numerology, different numbers, signs, symbols. Maybe animals are showing up again and again as messengers. Maybe people keep coming to you saying the same message through different people, and asking, show me, is this the thing that I'm supposed to be doing? Before you embark on any Ifa reading, any initiation, acquiring any shrine, before doing anything, you don't want to just jump out there and say, oh, I want to be working with Dorisha, or I want to get a shrine, or I want to initiate into Ifa, or no. You have to, these energies, primordial energies, Orisha, divinities, deities, they will come to you. If it is a part of you, it will come to you. Anything that's not for you usually comes when you're forcing it on yourself, or you're trying to make it be a part of who and what you are. But if it's for you, it will come to you naturally. It will be like, I don't know, they say like bees to honey. It will just come naturally. So number one, you want to make sure that you're not forcing it. You want to make sure that your intentions are in the right place. If you go into anything with the wrong intention, it's kind of like you're asking for trouble. Oftentimes, the experiences that we have in life are reflections of who we are and what we have inside. So if we go into something just rushing head first, sometimes we get duped. We get duped because we're doing something for the wrong reasons. We just want to quickly show, ooh, look at my Ileke. Look at me, I'm different. Look at me, I have power. Just for the wrong reason. You want to make sure your intentions are good. You want to do your due diligence. Take your time. So do a self-check. Has this been something that has been natural and that I'm naturally drawn to? Do I feel like this is something my higher self is pulling me towards? Have I received a confirmation? Are my intentions behind doing this thing in a good place? Do I have good intentions, good reason, solid reasons outside of my own selfish wants or recognitions or validation? Set yourself up to win by going in it with positive mind, good reason, confirmation, and knowing that it's for you first and foremost. Most times we have bad experiences when we do things that's not for us. Most things that are not for us will not be good for us, and it won't work out in our favor. This is moving on to the next point. The next sign, if they come in your inbox, my sister, I've had a dream about you. Oh, you come to my dreams. You are in one of my dreams. I dream that something bad will happen to you. If you don't do Ifa reading, you need to do elbow fast, quick. Hurry, oh. You don't have any time to delay. If you don't do this, it's funny, but it's not funny. I laugh sometimes to keep from crying because I've heard it all. I've seen it too, early on in my journey. If you don't do this ebo, if you don't do this reading, something bad will happen. That's a warning sign. A reputable, trustworthy, honest, real Babalawo Ianifa will not be in your inbox saying, I had a dream about you. You need to do this ebo or you will die. Someone in your family will die. That's a surefire sign. Please come and take my services. Come do Ifa reading with me. No, that's not how a respectable person will approach you. If they come at you like that, run. Run with heels on, ladies. Men, run with your boots. The other thing is if they start to like harass you every day, message you, come and do Ifa reading, come and do Ifa reading, come and do reading, come and do this spiritual work, come and see. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing ebo now. Do you want ebo? If they start to, my mouth is juicy. I don't know why my mouth is always so juicy. Okay. If they come harassing you, if they come to harass you, do this every day. They're messaging you every day. They even try to call you. Harassment. Sometimes they will even try to call you through messenger. Hi, how are you? You don't reply me, so that's why I just call you. No boundaries. No, don't call me. Don't call me. I didn't send for you. Don't come for me. If you start to experience that, block them. Run for the high heels. They're not legit. The next thing is do your research. You want to research the person, the Babalawo, the Ianifa, the spiritualist, whatever path you're in. I'm speaking generally right now. You want to research the person very well. You want to know how many years have you been a Babalawo? Google them. Research them, search them on Facebook. Is it bad stuff being talked about the person? Are people claiming that that individual scammed them? Do you see bad talk, bad stuff? Search them on YouTube, search them on Google, search them on Instagram, search them on Facebook. Ask around. Ask to other people who are in the tradition. Hey, I feel like I'm being called to so-and-so. Do you know about this person? Is this a reputable person? Even if, say for example, even if, you don't feel like I'm the one you want to work with primarily, but you feel like I'm someone who can give you some advice, good advice or information on another individual in the tradition. Hey, Ifaremi Olosun, Ifaremi, such and such person, my spirit just keeps calling to this person. I don't know why. Is this person a good person? Do you know of this person? Are they real Babalawo? I don't mind answering that question. I will say, well, I don't know about that person. Or I might say, yes, I know of this person. They are reputable. They are real Babalawo. Now, I can't speak to anyone's character. If I myself have not had one-on-one exchange, ongoing exchange, I may not be able to speak fully about the person's character. But you even just want to know, is it a real Babalawo? There's so many fake Babalawos out there. So many fake Ianifas out there. They have never done an initiation in their life. They know nothing, but they will just hop in your inbox. You have to get a feel for the tradition, for the path first, for the system first. Familiar yourself with the practices. Build an egbe, a community, so you can reach out to other people. Hey, sis. Hey, bro. Have you done this before? How much did you pay for it? How much is this? How much is that? Again, there's no set value, but there are absurd amounts. Absurd amounts that the people asking for these amounts, they know it's much too much money. For me, I'm not in the business of making money. I'm not worried about, that's not my primary goal. Let me do this Ifa, this ebo, let me get rich. Let me use this to do this, that. My primary goal is to help, to fulfill my own purpose and my own destiny, through the work that I'm doing. Now, do I want an energetic exchange? Does bills exist? Does life exist? Do I still need a way to survive and to thrive financially? Yes. But as the church folks, the elders, the ancestors used to say, my wealth does not come from a human being. Those who understand and overstand energy, we know our wealth does not come from how much money Johnny Apple is going to pay me for an elbow. My wealth, my abundance comes from my ability to align with the energy of abundance, my ability to align with the energy of wealth, my ability to align with what is for me, my destiny, my path, my purpose, and my Ori will bless me. Olodumare will bless me. My energy will attract and call forth what is rightfully mine. If I am of that energy, then I am of it and I am a part of it and it's a part of me. So, me personally, I'm not about to charge a person an arm and a leg for their spiritual elevation and development and growth for Ifa readings, for Ifa readings, for Ebo, for anything. I'm going to charge a reasonable amount, a feasible amount for what's the work that's going to be provided, for the energies that's going to be poured into it, for the knowledge that it took for me. Oh, I have a fly here, guys. Summertime. I'm going, you charge what you are giving. And fair energetic exchange for what you are providing to an individual. So be aware of large, absurd amounts. The next thing that you want to look out for is lack of transparency. If they don't allow you to be on video, I will do it for you. You can't be on video call when they're doing the reading. You can't be on video call when they're doing the Ebo. You can't see any of the work that's being done for you. You just give over your money, but there's no proof that any work is even being done. You can't, there's no transparency about anything. They just give me money, send me money, send me money. I will do the Ebo for you. I will do the reading for you. And you don't know what's being done. Lack of transparency. What are you hiding? So that's another sign. What again? Just want to make sure I set you up to win because I love my people. Set you up to win. I don't want you to get got. Trying to think here. What else? They don't want to teach you. There are some people in the path who can't teach you anything because they don't know anything. That's a sign. They don't know anything. They don't have access to anyone who knows anything. Now, I don't proclaim to know it all. I always tell people I'm very transparent. If you want to know how to recite and chant 256 Odu, the Odu Ifa, don't come to me for that. If you want to master how to recite Oriki and Yoruba language, don't come to me for that. I do my thing and I do it well, which is how to work with the Orisha to rise into your power in a way that works for us here, for Africans born in America, that we can very easily fuse it into our way of life, our lifestyle, in a way that we can adapt and adjust and apply it for us most easily. I always say, in one live I said, who I want to reach is who I was, the hood girl. She might talk with her tongue like me. She might have a southern swing, a little ghetto up in her. Is she about to sit down and learn how to speak 256 verses of Odu and Yoruba language? No. But she can take the principles. She can take the English translation and gain a greater understanding as to what these things mean energetically for her, energetically in the universe, in life. She can process that and break that down. And I can then guide her how to work with her shrines, how to tap into that energy, how to understand that energy and the role you play in it all, to use your power through the Orisha, through these spiritual systems, through our spiritual system. That's what I do. My elders, those I'm affiliated with. Now, if I have clients who have initiated through me, who are learning to rise into their power, to work their power, to work with the Orisha in a way that they can apply it, and they still want to go above and beyond, and they want to know how to chant the Odu Ifa. They want to know how to recite the Oriki in Yoruba language. I then can say, go to my elder. I have this client. They want to elevate in this way. Can you teach them? I pass the baton. But there are people out there who will pretend to know how to do everything and to be everything for everybody just to collect the owo, the money. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what I do and do it good, as best to my ability, and give it up my all from my heart. So be careful for people that are not transparent, that you don't know what they're doing, that want to pretend to know how to do everything for everyone and everybody, but they really have no proof of their knowledge of anything, that they know anything. They just faking it till they make it. Be careful of people who can't teach you anything and who can't connect you with someone who can. Your goal is not to just, I always say, what's the purpose of being able to chant 256 Odu Ifa in Yoruba language? Is it bragging rights? What's the point of knowing how to sing every Orisha song in Yoruba language? What's the point of, and let me finish. I know there are some people out there that say, where are you going with this, Iya? Let me go with it. What's the point of knowing how to say all Oriki, knowing every story about every Orisha, if you're not applying it? If you don't know how to apply it, you know all these Odu, you know all these songs, you know all the stories about all the Orisha, you know about Obatala, Oshun, Kabiesi, Shango, Ogun, Lakaye, you know everything. Just to say, oh, I know this. Just to have the knowledge. What is knowledge that's not applied, that can't be applied? You have a shrine, you have every shrine. From the rooter to the tutor. You know, you got it all. Now you had all these shrines sitting in your house. For what? But you still broke. You still sick. You still suffering. You still lost. You still angry. You still hurt. You still experiencing trauma. What's the point of that? That's when I discovered I want to teach people what I know, how to tap into this energy, how to utilize the divine power within themselves, the divine power within the universe, and through the divine power throughout nature that is the Orisha. How can you work with this energy to heal yourself, to better yourself, to grow, to come over, to rise out and up of, how can you apply it? I can't tell you how many people know so much stuff, but know nothing at all. So you want someone who's going to teach you something, not give me money, give me money, give me money, but you're not experiencing any growth in your life. That's a ripoff. That's why it's called money is an energetic exchange. In exchange for the money, the energy you put in to make the money, I'm going to give you some of the energy that I was able to acquire through my experience, through my life, through my knowledge, through my wisdom, through the things that I went through. I can share a piece of my light with you to help you as a form of energetic exchange. And in return, I receive a piece of your energy. Give and take. And it should be fair and reasonable. what else do you want to look out for? Let me, this is a serious topic because it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The other thing that you want to avoid from being scammed. Very, very, very large amounts of money for services. In the tradition, there is no set amount that a Babalawo must charge, an Ianifa must charge, so on and so on. It's based on what one feel that they're providing in the energetic exchange, one's knowledge, sometimes one's reputation and name, lineage name, family name, honor, reputation, prestige. Even with that being said, even the greatest names in the tradition, the most honorable and respectable elders in the tradition, they will not charge you $20,000 for one initiation. They will not charge you $10,000 for one hand of Ifa. You want to ask questions like, who is your Oluwo? Who taught you? Who are your elders? What is your lineage? Where are you? What state are you from? Dig deep. I always say my favorite phrase, everybody knows, look deep before you leap, like Judge Maybelline here in the U.S. used to say when she used to come on TV, I think it was Fox 45, investigate. You want to know, is this person legit? Those are questions that you want to ask. And last but not least, your gut. Listen to that good old gut. Pay attention to your intuition. If something inside of you is saying, I don't know. I'm not saying be overly paranoid to the point where it keeps you from doing the thing that you want to do. It's balance and everything. But if you feel something in your gut and it's validated and you have a reason to feel that way, investigate it. Don't ignore it. This person don't seem right. This don't seem right. This seems like a lot of money. They coming off pretty hardcore. Like, I feel like I'm forcing, listen to your intuition. So and you can always, actually, there's another one. You can always inbox Ifaremi Olosun at ifaremiolosun@gmail.com, at ifaremi.olosun on Instagram, at Ifaremi Olosun on Facebook. Ifaremi, Iya, Chief. This is how I'm feeling. I want to work with so-and-so. If I know, I'll let you know. I don't have any problem with helping anyone. It's not about the ego. It's not about, oh, you need to work with me. I just want everybody to be good to go. So once again, as always, I'm tired, y'all, but I'm here. My love to you. Infinite blessings. Until the next one, be well and rise into your power. Mwah.